Hello everyone, welcome back. Here I am going to explain about the concept of journal. We will discuss about the meaning, concept and format of the journal. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe and click on the bell icon. You will get notifications whenever I upload new videos to my channel. So let us see the meaning. So journal is a historical record of business transactions or events. It is called as a primary book. So we will go for recording the day-to-day transactions in the chronological order. Whatever the transactions we are having daily, each and every transaction will go for recording under the journal in chronological order. Means the order in which they occur in the same manner will go for recording in the journal books also. So we will call it as the chronological order, and it is called as the book of first entry because once the transaction has been done, we will go for recording the transaction into journal. So now we will see what is the meaning of journal entry. Journal entry means recording the transactions in journal. Whatever the business transactions we will be having, that transactions if you are recording in the journal books, that will be called as the journal entry, and the transaction is analyzed so to determine the which account to be debited and which account to be credited. So according to double entry system, we have to go for making two entries for each and every transaction, that is debit entry and credit entry. So whatever the transactions we are having, we will analyze the transaction for determining debit and credit accounts. Now we will see the format of journal entry. So this is how we will go for having the format of journal. We will be having 5 columns, that is date, particulars, LF, debit and credit columns. So let us see what will go for recording under each and every column. Under the date column, we will go for recording the date of the transaction. So in date column, we'll go for recording the date of the transaction, and the second is particulars column. In particulars column, we'll go for writing the entries, that is debit entry and credit entry along with the narration. So after writing the two entries in the below bracket, we'll go for narration, that is brief explanation of the transaction. And the third column is LF, stands for ledger folio, where we'll go for recording the page number on which the various accounts appear in the ledger. And the next two columns is debit and credit columns. So here we will go for recording the amount to be debited and amount to be credited in the columns. So amount to be debited will be written on debit column, amount to be credited written on the credit column. So now we will see the meaning of journalizing. So process of recording journals in the journal books will called as the journalizing, and it is a systematic act of entering the transactions, means on chronological basis on which date the transaction has been occurred. Based on the date wise or event wise, will go for recording the transactions in the books of journal. And at the time of journalizing of the transactions, we will go for having account is debited is denoted by DR and credited account to be written as the 2 before the account. So this is how we'll go for having the journalizing, and how we'll go for classifying the two entries, that is debit and credit entry, based on the classification of accounts. In the previous video, we have seen the classification of accounts. So accounts are classified as personal, real and nominal accounts. So for each account, we are having debit and credit rules separately. So based on the identification of account, we will go for applying the rules of that particular account, and will go for having the debit and credit entries in the journal books. If it is a personal account, debit the receiver and credit the giver. If it is a really real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Like that we'll go for making. And in journal entries we will be having two types of journal entries, compound and simple entries. When we are having only one debit entry and one credit entry, then it is called as the simple journal entry. Means for the transaction we'll go for making two entries, debit and credit. If you are having single account on debit side and single account on credit side, then it will be called as the simple journal entry. So if you are having more than one account on debit side or credit side, then it will be called as the compounded journal entry. That is, two accounts on debit side and one account on credit side, or one account on debit side and more 2 to 3 accounts on credit side. So like that, if you are having more than one entry, then on which side you will called as the compounded journal entry. 3 or more accounts are present in a required journal entry, then it will be called as the compounded journal entry. So these are the two types of journal entries. Now we will see the journalizing steps. So in the journalized process, the first step is to you have to go for identifying the accounts which are involved under the particular transaction. Then you should go for saying what is the nature of account involved, whether it is a personal account, real account or nominal account. Once that has been ascertained, then you will go for applying the golden rule of debit and credit for the account. Then you should go for find out what is the account to be debited and what is the account to be credited, and then you should go for recording the date of transaction in the date column. So means first identify the account, then nature of the account, then apply the golden rules of that particular account, that is which the account should be debited and which account should be debited according to the type of account, and then so find what account to be debited and what should be debited and record the date on the date column. And next we will be having the particulars column along with the word debitor. So the account should be debited, that should be written as at the end of the account. You should go for recording the DR as the debit amount column, and in the next line we'll go for recording the account to be credited. So for that prefix of credited account will go for writing as the to particular account. So these two entries will be recorded on the particular column, that is debit and credit entry. So for debit entry, after the account name we will write as the DR, which indicates debit, and for in the next line we will write the credit entry, for which we will write the prefix as the to particular account. So this is how we'll go for making the debit and credit entries in the particular columns along with the narration. So narration is a brief explanation of the transaction, and then we'll be having the narration, that is a brief explanation of the transaction. So the narration should be written in the brackets after the two entries of transaction. Once the debit and credit entries of transaction has been completed, below the entries we'll go for writing the narration, that is in brackets we'll go for writing the brief explanation of the transaction by starting being. So that is the narration, and then a thin line should be drawn for the through the particular column to separate the journal entries of others. Means to show the difference for the first transaction and the second transaction, you'll go for drawing a thin line between the entries. And the last one is after making the journal entries, the journal entries will be posted in the ledgers.